Okay, hey, this is Ben from Phantom, and I'm going to show you a quick demo of how we can do discrete gesture recognition, real-time gesture recognition, with our sensors that we have right now. So, up above on this screen, you'll see this is a demo tool we're building out. It's in beta, so please forgive any issues with stuff. But that's MLViz. So that'll be where we're going to collect some data, we're going to train a machine learning model, and then we're going to have it predict in real time what gestures I'm performing with my arm. And then what you'll see here, I'll hold it up actually for you. I have two FANTM developer boards plugged into an Arduino Leonardo, and that's going to be our data acquisition device here. And then my arm, you'll see, I'll put them in this camera, you'll see I have two electrodes here for one of the sensors, roughly over my, there's my palm, roughly over my flexor digitorum, and then on the back, fuzzier side of my arm, where it'll be harder to pick up data, I have two electrodes there on roughly the extensor digitorum, and then on my elbow I have two references, so those are just kind of like the null spot for these sensors. Oof, these cables are tangled. Okay. Oops, right. And then, so actually, I'm going to hide this window. So what I want to do is I'm going to want to put together a demo CSV here, .csv, where I'm going to record the data, or I'm going to save it. And then I'm going to put in some labels for the different gestures that I want to do. Like I can put in anything for these, but I'm just going to put in some labels here. So let's do a fist gesture. We're going to do peace sign. We're going to do OK sign. And then let's say a thumbs up. Okay. So those are all the gestures that we're going to do here that we're going to show off. And then what I want to do is, make sure that's over the right spot. I'm going to connect to these sensors, and I want to get 60 Hertz filter data. So that's the one over my flexor digitorum. And then we'll connect to the other one, also 60 Hertz. That's pin 1. Connect to that one, and that one's my my extensor digitorum, roughly. And so if I push these together, you'll see that more. But if I squeeze my hand, you'll see signal coming through. I'm just going to rest it here. It gets a little tiring doing all these gestures. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is basically I'm just going to use these buttons to label signal data as it comes in. So when I'm performing the gesture, I'm going to click and hold on each of the buttons for each of the different gestures that I have here set up. First, I'm going to click on Start. So we are recording data now. Just give my fingers a little wiggle here. So every moment that I'm not labeling data is just sort of like the no gesture state. So, wiggling my fingers around gets me a little bit more information about the variance in, the not doing gesture state, and also allows me to relax my hand. Okay, so we're going to do 20 each, I think, of these gestures. That should get us enough to, do fine. I think we've seen pretty good performance with gesture recognition when we do like 30 or more even, but I'll just give 20 examples of each of these gestures. So I'm going to hover over this button, and we're going to do 20 fist gestures. Let me press these in again. All right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Okay, so I just labeled 20 samples of the fist there. Right, okay, so let's move on to the peace sign. This one actually hurts to do a whole bunch of times. but right. We're going to do 20 of these then. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Cool. Alright, so there's 20 of those. Give my hand a little moment to relax here. And then we'll go on to the OK symbol. Again, press these electrodes in a little bit. Okay. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. Let's a little press in again. I don't like to stick down through arm hair. Alright, then we're going to do just 20 more gestures here. We're going to do the thumbs up sign. This one's particularly hard to distinguish from the fist, but we'll see what we can do here, especially with 20 samples. Alright, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, so now we'll just pause recording and we will save that. Okay, so that's dumped out. So now we need to, so I saved it in data/demo.csv. So I'm going to tell it what file to load for our training data. And then I'm going to tell it where to save our trained model. I'll just put that in the models directory, demo.model. Alright, now I just have in here just a linear SVM. It's pretty simple features that it's using. Yeah, we'll just train a model real quick here. Boom, it's done. So now we'll go to the test model tab. And we'll tell it to load demo.model. And as soon as I load that model, it's going to start making predictions in roughly real time, 3 to 4 predictions per second about what gesture I'm doing. So here we go, load model. Alright, as you can see, it's predicting none because I'm not really doing anything. Let's do the really easy one, fist. Hey. Fist. Fist. Can it detect peace? Peace. Hey. Peace. Peace. Yeah, it's doing alright. And then we'll do the OK symbol or sign. Looks like it can pick up that too. And then try thumbs up. This is the hard one. Oh, it kind of got it. Yeah. There it is. It's kind of picking it up. That one's definitely the hardest one to distinguish from fist and such. So anyway, that's just a quick example of gesture recognition that we can do with just two of our really basic sensors that we're selling to hobbyists right now.